Hi, good morning everyone. I'm JP Thong and I'm now at Kechara Forest Retreat, Malaysia. Today is day 42 of Mindful Morning Meditation. How is everyone doing this morning? Hi, morning Lai Heng and Emily. Okay, as we're waiting for everyone to tune in, let's do some stretching. And as you're stretching, remember to breathe normally. Okay, let's do a bit of stretching. Okay. Again, if you're sitting on a cushion, please sit on the edge of your cushion. And if you're seated on a chair or on a sofa, again, please sit on the edge. Yeah? Okay. Hi, morning Zin Koi, Lai Heng, Wubi, Christina, hello, Emily, Kok Luan, King Hoi, hi Glenn, and hi Corinne. Thank you very much for tuning in this morning. As you can see, my singing bowl is still here, so we will continue with our sound bathing meditation. Okay, hi Dr. Hang, good morning. I hope everyone had a good rest last night. Okay, if your speakers are not that great, perhaps you can wear some headphones so that you can actually hear the singing bowl much better. Yeah. Hi Jenny, 早晨. Hi Vivacella. Okay, put this here. Okay, I think we're almost there. All right, so again, we will do the 9-round breathing meditation. Okay, so find your center, you can rock forwards and backwards. Once you found your center, you can stop. Okay, and then your chin down a little bit, like this. And remember, when we're doing the 9-round breathing meditation, always when we inhale, always visualize white healing light filling the entire body. And every time you exhale, again, visualize all our stress, anxiety, all the negative feelings in a form of dark smoke. Yeah, and visualize it coming out of your body. Yeah, so at the end of the 9-round meditation, your entire body is glowing in this healing white light. Okay, so here we go. Left palm up, thumb down, wrap your thumb with your fingers, put your left fist under your right armpit, right hand over your left nostril and breathe in. And out. Breathe in. Take your time. And out. Breathe in again. And out. Okay, right hand, thumb down, wrap your thumb, put your right fist under your left armpit, left hand on your right nostril, breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in again. And out. Both hands on your thighs, breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in again. And out. Great, and we're done. Hi Iman, good morning. Wei Ting. Hi Phoebe Young. Hi Manting. Thank you very much for tuning in. Okay, so we just finished the 9-round breathing meditation. It's supposed to calm the body and mind. Yeah, so for those of you who are quite new with us, this breathing exercise is actually very good with, for us to do anytime, anywhere you would like to just calm yourself down. Maybe it's been very stressful, anything, whatever it is that you've been going through at that moment, and you just want to just take a breather. So when you do this, immediately you will be more relaxed. Okay, so it's it's a very helpful exercise that all of us can do. All right, so we will start with we will proceed with the singing bowl now. Okay, so do turn up the volume on your laptop or your handphone, whatever device that you are using. Okay, and of course you can wear your headsets if you like. All right, we'll do it 15 minutes. Again, when I'm hitting the singing bowl, focus on the sound. Yeah, because last time some of you were focusing on the breath and the sound, so you get a bit confused. So do not focus on the breathing. Focus on the sound. Okay, I will walk you through the breathing on the breathing first. Then after that, once everybody is settled with a rhythmic, breathing, then I will hit it. Okay, and there's no rhythm, to how I'm going to hit this. I'm going to hit this as and whenever the sound lessens, I will hit it again. Okay, so there's no rhythm, because yesterday one of the participants were anticipating my rhythm. So I told her not to do that, but to just focus on the sound. Okay, so that's what happens with our mind. We're always, because we're so used to anticipating what's next. So give that a break and just experience whatever happens. Okay, so let's start. Hi, Mr. Ong. Hi, Melissa. Okay, so we're going to start this. So for those of you who just tuned in, please get ready and focus on the sound. You can close your eyes this time, but of course, if you start falling asleep, you can open your eyes. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. And breathe out. Take your time, breathe in. And breathe out. Whenever you breathe in, visualize white healing light filling every part of your body. And when you breathe out all your stress, your worries, your boredom, your anxiety, your anger, your depression. Visualize them all as dark smoke. And every time you breathe in, fill every part of your body in this white healing light. Fill every single cell of your body with this light that's filled with oxygen, love, kindness, and compassion. And breathe out all the negativities from your body. All the aches and pains, the physical discomfort. Visualize them as dark smoke and breathe them all out. Your entire body is glowing in this white healing light, and you feel very relaxed and calm and very light, as though you're floating. You're very relaxed now, and I'm going to hit the singing bowl, so focus on the sound. Focus on the sound. Watch your thoughts, watch your emotions. Bring your focus back on the sound. Watch your thoughts, watch your emotions. Bring your focus back on the sound. Watch the sound and notice the different notes that the sound is being created. Focus on the sound. Watch your pain, watch your aches, watch your itch. Bring your focus back on the sound. Watch the sound. Notice the different notes that the singing bowl is making. Just watch the sounds. So how was that for everyone? Do share your experience of how it is. This is the third time that we are using the Tibetan singing bowl to do sound bathing meditation. Yeah, let's see who's here. Hi, Pastor Antoinette. Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Mr. Ong. Good morning. Hi, Melissa. Hi, May. Hi, Pastor Lance. Hi, Desmond. Hi, Jimmy. Yeah, so we just finished the sound bathing meditation, whereby we focus on the sound that's created from the Tibetan singing bowl. There are certain singing bowls that are machine made, and there's some that are handmade. So the authentic ones are all handmade. So this, which is here, because we import it directly from Kathmandu, from Nepal. So and they mix it with 7 different metals. Okay, so there is a difference. For those of you who are familiar with singing bowls, you will know what I'm talking about, because every time when you hit it, you will hear different notes ringing at the same time, and it has a very nice soothing and healing effect. Yeah, so again, they all have a different sound because it is all handmade. Yeah, so they're very, very special. Okay, so as you're writing your comments, I will share with you my gratitude journal that I wrote yesterday. Okay, and do share with me again your gratitude journal, and of course your experience of the sound bathing meditation. All right, so yesterday I wrote that I'm grateful to have gifted some nourishing herbal concoctions to my colleagues. Number 2, I'm grateful to have offered candles to the Buddhas as gifts for my friend's birthday. And number 3, I'm grateful to be in Kechara Forest Retreat, a 34-acre spiritual oasis. Okay, and so what did you write for your gratitude journal? Do share with me. Okay. Cochran says, had my headphones on and sound was really, really healing. Especially strong was the echo and strong reverberating notes. Wonderful. Yes, sometimes I feel it's better with headphones, or if you have very good speakers, it makes a huge difference. Lahing says, Frank says it's like an avant-garde performance. Avant-garde performance. He felt like he is an audience. Well, Frank, focus on the sound, okay? Don't focus on me hitting it, but focus on the sound. Perhaps it may help if you close your eyes and just experience the experience, okay? Experience the experience. It's something different, all right? So Wooby says, felt calm and could focus better despite my sinus problem, okay? Try drinking hot water. That may help your sinus, because I have sinus problems as well. So every morning when I wake up, I will drink some hot water, and it does help a lot. Okay, and are there any more sharing? How about your gratitude? Iman, first time using earphones, and it is far more impactful. Another eyes cleansing session for me. That's very good, Iman. That's very, very good. It's a very good sign. Every time when your tears flow, it is an indication that you're in a process of healing, and that this session has actually triggered certain things in your mind for it to arise. So it's a very, very good sign. Okay, and even if you do not have tears streaming down your face, doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong way. I'm just explaining why you are tearing. Yeah, so if you're not tearing, it's just as good. Okay. Cochran, gratitude, able to do some housekeeping and cleaning, able to contribute to the Traksay Puja. That's wonderful. We'll be grateful that the malls are open and I could get a new hand phone yesterday as my old phone broke down. Oh, malls are open already? Okay, good, because I need to get a new laptop. My laptop broke down a month plus ago. Lai Hing says, vibrations help me relax, especially around my shoulders. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think Definitely, the vibrations have a very strong healing effect, very, very strong. So I'm glad that it is helping your shoulders, Lahing. Waiting says, good session listening to various sounds. Love the sounds, especially echo sound, as it's soothing and peaceful. Trembling slightly at some points hearing the sound. Okay, so you are another person that shared with me, because yesterday there was another lady who said that she was shivering every time I hit it. So again, it's very good, because the vibrations, when you allow it to permeate the body, as we're watching it, we're also allowing the vibrations to permeate our body. And again, what happens is it will help release all the negativities that are in our body. In every single cell of our body, it will reverberate, it will vibrate it, and then it will help release it. Yeah. So that's why the Tibetan singing bowl is so special in that sense. Okay. Vivacella, different feel as I missed the previous session. This session is great. Can feel the sound vibrating through. Okay. Hi JP, thanks to your advice and acknowledging that there is something I have to let go really helps. Today I just let the sound permeate my body. It feels peaceful. Arigato to you and sound meditation. You're most welcome, Glenn. Yeah. So again, when we go through these meditation sessions, be it the single-pointed meditation, be it the sound bathing meditation, emotions will arise. Your body will have certain form of reaction. Watch it, and focus on the sound or your breath. So since we're doing the sound bathing meditation, focus on the sound, and whatever is happening to your body, to your emotions, just watch it. Okay, we will not delve into it and analyze, why the body is shivering, or why you are tearing, or why you have certain bouts of emotions, be it happiness, joy, bliss, or even sadness, depression, anger, irritation. We will not focus on that. We will just watch it and then go back to the sound, not the breath. Okay, in this case, to the sound. All right. So same thing. Okay, I'm glad that some of you are experiencing something that you have not experienced before, and that is a very good sign. Very, very good sign. Okay, so don't worry. It's all good signs. All right. Okay, so Yiman, I'm grateful for the following longer weekend due to the Raya holiday, able to get some cooking ingredients online to cook my favorite Indian snack and dessert. For Dharma Brothers sharing of Rinpoche's video, teaching that I overlooked to watch, which is highly relevant to me. That's wonderful, Yiman. Corinne, at one point my heart had a higher palpitation when the bowl was hit. I quickly calmed myself and it was fine after that. It was soothing overall. Okay, so, well, that's again another sign. How the body reacts to new situations. Yeah, so again, be aware of that. Be aware of when we are mindful of how our mind operates, and we're mindful of how our body operates in certain circumstances, is actually very good. Because when we start to be mindful about it, then and we apply this single-pointed meditation, you will notice that instead of analyzing what's going on, and you focus on the sound or your breath, even during the day, if you focus your intention, your body will immediately calm down, because it will come, it will arise, whatever happens, it will arise and it will go, it will arise and it will go. And that's how things work. Okay? As long as we don't focus on it and we don't feed these reactions with our energy, every time we focus on it, we're feeding it energy. So if we don't focus on it and we don't feed it more energy, it will arise and it will go. It will arise and it will go. And all that is a healing process. Yeah, all that is a healing process. So don't worry. So it's all very, very good signs. Wubi, hi JP, some of the shops in the malls are open, but not all. I didn't check if the laptop shop is open. Maybe you can check before you actually go. Thank you very much, Ruby. I will definitely do that because I really need my laptop. Christina, gratitude. Grateful workers came to fix the aircon. Grateful to have friends who practice distancing and safety. Grateful because of that. I could see them now during CMCO. Yeah, I think it's very, very important. Very, very important. I went out to the police station just 2 days ago because I need to apply for interstate travel, but unfortunately the application for interstate travel is temporarily closed. I think it's because of the public holiday for Hari Raya, so it's closed. And I noticed that the people that are still not practicing social distancing and not wearing masks, you know, it's as though it's like pre-COVID-19 situation, which is scary, very scary. So there are many people out there who still don't think that it is a problem. Yeah, and that's very unfortunate. Okay, so just again, now that we're more mindful, if people are not practicing social distancing and taking the necessary precautions, then of course it is our responsibility to take care of ourselves. Yeah, so again, mindfulness is very, very important. Dr. Hank, I felt more and more peace in mind, grateful for my friend joining today. Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I'm grateful for my state of mind, grateful for space, grateful for support from friends and family. Christina, I love the sound of the boat, it relaxes my mind. Yes, it does. So, and as I'm hitting it, it's very relaxing for me as well. So can you imagine if it's already so relaxing when it's on the virtual platform, versus if you're physically here with the singing bowl. Yeah, so once everything has settled down and the COVID-19 situation is more in control and it's safe again, I will definitely have a sound bathing meditation workshop here in Kechara Forest Retreat. I think it's highly beneficial, and when you hear it physically, it's even more amazing. Yeah, so I can't wait for that to happen. Waiting, grateful to read the promised biography of Tam Rinpoche, grateful to have the meditation with singing bowl, grateful for internet connections available. Yes, waiting. So Corinne, grateful that I could cheer up my neighbor with a Raya gift to her. She's a bit down with the new normal celebration. Yes, it's true. Many people are affected by this lockdown. And it's become very stressful, especially not just to adults, but even to children who are not used to being confined in their homes 24/7. Yeah, so everyone is going through that. So meditation sessions actually do help a lot to help us focus, and you know, to help us focus and just not put in too much energy on our habituations of always being distracted by going out, doing this, always going on the move. Yeah, so it is a very, very good, it is a very effective way of calming the body and the mind. Okay, so today I am going to talk about this. Before I talk about home, the psychology of our homes, I just want to share with you, because I was as I was eating breakfast this morning, I was watching an interview by, what's his name? Piers Morgan and Goldie Hawn. And as we all know, Goldie Hawn has a foundation that actually supports mindfulness training especially for children. So her foundation actually sponsors a mindfulness program for schools, because she herself does meditation. She's a Buddhist, so she does meditation, and she found it very, very effective, very, very beneficial for her, especially when she is a celebrity. There's just all these distractions, and when you have everything in life and you have all the fame and all that, and when your mind still feels very unsettled and still feel unsatisfied and not at peace, she went into meditation, and she found all the peace and all the answers arose as a result of meditation. And because of that, she felt that it is very important to actually educate everyone when they are young. So that's why she has this foundation for decades already, where she will get schools to actually have this curriculum in their school. So anyway, so Pierce was asking her, so what do you think about the current pandemic and what's happening? And she was sharing that that her foundation would sponsor research on child psychology and under what environment would be more beneficial for children's development. So Pierce was saying that he noticed that there is a difference between his generation when they were growing up and all the hardship that they went through as children, and compared to the current generation. And he realized that this is his point of view. It's no right, no wrong, but it's just his point of view that he notices that the current generation of children are not as resilient, because he notices that a lot of times parents are coddling. Yeah, he used the word coddling children and not allowing them to fail. And even in the school systems, even if you do not win a competition or whatever, just for participating, they get an award. So he notices that children are not trained to realize how difficult it is in the real world. And you don't win all the time. Most of the time you don't win. And you have to work real hard if you want to succeed. So in his opinion, he notices that element in this current generation is missing. And parents nowadays are just overly protective of their children to a point that the children don't develop resilience. And that's why during this lockdown, he notices that a lot of children are going through a lot of stress and going cranky. Yeah, and Goldie Hawn said that she's not sure, whether that's conclusive, but for her, she has done, there have been R&D done, and they also noticed that times have changed, because back then when they were growing up, the mother was always around. There was always a parent around to be with the children, and the children grew up with a parent at home, either a mother or a father, always nurturing them, cooking for them, guiding them, and really giving them that support that the children need as they grow up. And there was research done that showed that it was actually a lot better for child development when you have a parent with them all the time as they're growing up. Yeah, so it's not conclusive, but it's interesting. It's very interesting to hear the dialogue. But for myself, I do understand where Pierce is coming from, because as I myself am studying about how the human mind works in Kechara itself, a lot of times, my teacher always says that it is very important to train the mind to be more resilient. And that is why a lot of times he will orchestrate situations in our charity work here, to make it even more challenging. Yeah, he will create obstacles for us so that we will develop the tenacity and the resilience to keep going on and to keep looking out for solutions to overcome whatever is at hand, and to not give up so easily. And these are tools, my teachers, which are very necessary, because in the real world out there, as we all know, it's tough. It's tough out there. Many things are unpredictable. Situations are unpredictable. People are unpredictable. And no matter how much it is we try to control the situation, there is so much we can do. Yeah, but it doesn't mean that we give up. The key here is to keep trying and to keep trying and to keep trying until we succeed. Just like how Thomas Edison, before he discovered electricity and the light bulb, he failed many times. But because he succeeded that one time, and that one time made him who he is. And that's how And that's how we need to operate if we want to succeed in any sort of endeavors. Yeah? For Kechara, it would be spiritual endeavors, meaning spiritual attainment, increasing our wisdom, transforming our negative habits to positive habits. All this takes resilience, all this takes effort and tenacity to keep going at it. That's why for those of you who have been following me for, wow, it's been almost 2 months already, you notice that when we take baby steps and when we are consistent, it becomes easier. And that is the key to any sort of transformation. A lot of times we're too gung-ho and we go, okay, we're going to just do it and that's it. It may not be as sustainable because our mind, if you notice, takes time to rehabituate. It's fine. So no right, no wrong. We know our mind well. So we do what it takes to create that result, and that's the key. So consistency in anything we do is the key to success. Okay, it's one of the keys to success. It's a major component to success. So for those of us, if we want to heal certain emotional baggage, then it's very good to do the meditation. And again, if you are in Kechara, if you're a Kechara member and you do recitations of mantras, that is even more effective because the sounds created from chanting the mantras are specifically for certain emotional afflictions. So if you're filled with anger, then there are certain mantras of compassion that you do that will actually, the sound will actually trigger the heart chakra to open up, because that's where our anger is being suppressed. It's actually in this area. So when you do that kind of chanting all the time, the vibration from the chanting would actually allow these pent-up dark energies to be released. That's why a lot of times when we're chanting, there'll be bouts of emotions arising. But we focus on the chanting. So same thing. So instead of chanting, I'm using the Tibetan singing bowl. Okay, it's the same concept. All right, so I thought I'll just share with you what I watched this morning. I thought it was an interesting dialogue for everyone to hear. All right, so what's this? Okay, so I'm going to talk about the home, about our home, the psychology of our home. Have you ever realized that when we go into someone's house, or even our house, is it designed in a minimalistic way, or is it loaded with a lot of stuff? Are we very tidy? Are our homes very tidy, or it's or is it all over the place? Do we like to stuff our things into cabinets, or our cabinets very tidy and very organized? There is a strong correlation between our home and our mind, because our home is where we find solace. This is where it's most nurturing to our soul. So it is a reflection of our state of mind. So if you can start noticing now that if your home is very tidy and very meticulous, when you open your cabinets, they're all very meticulous. It's a reflection of your current state of mind. Okay? For some people, when you go to their homes, it's very untidy. Everything is just all over the place, and when you open the cabinets, everything just stuffed. But they say, I know what, and a lot of times they'll say, don't tidy it up, I know where my things are. Okay, just leave it. Again, take a step back. Notice how that is a reflection of our mind as well. How in general, we're not very organized. No right, no wrong, but just notice how our mind operates, because it is a direct reflection of how our mind is. Yeah, and that is why it is, a lot of times people say it's very good to do spring cleaning at least once a year, Because after you have done spring cleaning, if you've done it before, you notice how your mind is more at peace and more and a lot lighter. I'm not sure if you notice that, but I've noticed that every time when when I clean my room and when I start organizing it, my mind feels very at peace after that and much lighter, and it's like a heavy load was just, it was just unloaded, just off my back. And also notice when, there's some people when they go out, they're very clean, very tidy, they're just like perfect. Yeah, but when you go into the homes, they're like a hoarder's paradise. You can't even walk from one place to another without stepping onto the items. Have you seen that before? I have. And if you notice, people like that have a lot of unresolved issues. Okay? I started noticing that outwardly they will portray themselves as in a certain persona, but inwardly they're full of anger. Either they're full of anger or they're just very, very depressed about something. And there's so many unresolved issues inside of them. Okay? And that's how it is. And you never know who they really are because they are always hiding behind that facade. Because they're too afraid for us to get to know them better. And that is reflected when you go to the homes, how it is a total mess. As compared to how they are, how they're dressed, is total opposite of that image that they portray to us outside. Notice all that. So perhaps one of the ways to help us transform our mind is by perhaps doing a little bit of tidying up in our homes. Declutter. If you notice people who are minimalist, the way who are minimalist, you look at their lives. They like to simplify things in their lives. Everything is just very simplified, very organized. People who like to hoard and just keep a lot of things and just stuff their cabinets. Notice how would I say, how their minds are always very cluttered. And a lot of times they're very emotionally driven, a lot of times. Because they're very confused, because there's just so much emotions that are happening inside of them, and they don't know how to handle them. So they just put everything in the back burner. Okay, it's an interesting concept, but start noticing and then share with me your thoughts. Because I have noticed this for a long time, and I shared my realization with my teacher many years ago, and Rinpoche said, yeah, that's actually a very, very good summary, or that's a very good observation. And Rinpoche and my teacher was very happy that I had that kind of an observation. Because I started noticing. Yeah, because in Kechara I go for room inspection. I inspect the community's rooms. I inspect because I'm in charge of construction and everything. So a lot of times I would go on behalf of my teacher back then to just make sure that the buildings are okay, if there's any maintenance that are necessary. So I do need to go into people's rooms to make sure that there are no maintenance issues, and that's what I start noticing. Yeah, so in a way it's very interesting how our homes are a reflection of how our current state of mind is. Okay? It can change. Okay? So, are there any questions so far? Jenny loves the comparison that is clean, tidy cupboards reflects the mind. Cortland says, I strongly with you, JP, on the similarity of our homes versus our state of mind. Was just spring cleaning yesterday with wife and felt very clear, clean and simplistic after the cleaning. Nancy says, thank you, JP. Yes, Nancy, remember my conversation with you? Give away all your... Yeah, Nancy's my friend who loves to collect things. Oh, you're most welcome, Emily. Yeah, so when we do that, you will notice how our state of mind will start to change. Definitely, it will start to change. Yeah, so what I'm saying is that if you want to check yourself out, you want to know how your mind is, look at your home. You see, look at the psychology behind it. If you find solace and serenity in a place that is totally messy, what does that tell you of your mind? Because that is a physical manifestation of your comfort zone, which is all coming up from the mind. Okay, if your comfort zone is a mess, that is a reflection of, it's not right or wrong, it's just to be mindful of our current state of mind. So if our comfort zone, if we find solace and peace when we surround ourselves in a very messy environment, that is a current state of mind. And no wonder we're not very clear with the directions in our lives. And no wonder, we're always emotionally muddled up. And no wonder we're always emotionally driven, be it anger, frustration, stress, just a lot of emotions that will affect us on a day-to-day basis, or we get flustered very easily. These are signs. These are signs. So it is a very, very effective way when we start to work on the physical manifestation by having the discipline to tidy it up in a way that would be perhaps healthier. And if a lot of things, actually there are a lot of things that we don't need, but we just cannot let go, again, that is a reflection of our mind. If we find it very difficult to let go of certain things, that is, again, is a reflection of our mind. You know how some people are just OCDC, whereby even if you move that cup just like 1 cm, and they know it, again, that's a reflection of our mind, of how fixated we are to certain concepts, like life must be like this, you must be like this, my career must be like this, and they're always putting things in a box. That's why they're OCDs. That's why the compulsive, what is that word? But you know what I mean, right? They just have this obsessive compulsion, that's it, obsessive compulsion to just, everything has to be just perfect. Yeah, and if it's slightly imperfect, they get all riled up. You notice that? See, again, it's the same thing. So no right, no wrong. But you see, when we operate from such fixations, we suffer a lot. Because, you know what? Because in life, most things are out of our control. So where does that psychology stem from? The psychology of always wanting things to be of a certain way. Fixation. It's a fear. It's a fear that when things get out of control, they will be mentally hurt. Because why? Because for them, the projection, the expectation of how things are supposedly what makes them feel good or what makes them feel happy. But it's very dangerous, because in life, the true how would I say? In reality, things, like I told you, the law of nature, things are unpredictable. It's chaotic. That's the law of nature. So if we choose not to embrace reality, that's where there's a lot of mental suffering. Things should be like this. You should be like this. Situations should be like this. All that comes from false experience, false perception. Yeah? So when we increase our level of mindfulness and we realize that all that we are just being too idealistic and very unrealistic actually. And when we are okay with that and just embrace how chaotic things are. And just dance with the chaos. Just dance with it. Make the best. You will notice that your life becomes less stressful, more joyful, and you're more fulfilled. That's very important. More fulfilled. Come what may. Yeah. Of course, you have an intention of what it is that you want to create, but how you accomplish it will change all the time. Because why? Situations change, people change. So we dance with it. We just dance with it, and we dance with it, and we dance with it. Improvisation is very important. That's how we train the mind to be very malleable, because the mind is naturally malleable, very flexible, very, very flexible. It's just that we have been honing it to a point that because of our wrong experiences and our wrong perception, we kind of put everything in a box and in concept. And that's where all the stress comes, that's where all the afflictive emotions arise, and that's where we get all, we get all riled up. Okay? Start noticing it. So after this session, look at your house, and that is a reflection of your mind. Okay? Do share with me next week about today's talk, and I'd love to hear from you all, because I think time is up. Okay, so before we say goodbye, let me see any comments. Zinko, is Monday and Tuesday's class on? Sorry, no, we will not have class on Monday and Tuesday, but we will have class on next Saturday and next Sunday. Okay? Lai Hing, what you're saying resonates with me totally. Cleaning, decluttering is indeed therapeutic. Yes, it is very therapeutic, Lai Hing, but at the same time, it helps train the mind to declutter and to actually be more focused. Okay, it has very good benefits when we do that. Okay, again, like I said, if you go the other extreme, whereby everything has to be perfect, and if I go to your house and I move your salt and pepper shaker like one mm, and you notice it, then you're going to suffer again. So it's always the middle way. Just be flexible, but be organized and be tidy. That is a reflection of how we practice control of our mind. Practice control of the mind. That is why if you go to Japan, if you go to the temples in Japan, it is so aesthetically beautiful. Because why? In Buddhist practice, it is a reflection of the state of our mind. How we keep things aesthetically beautiful. The level of mindfulness is reflected in the temples. How we decorate it, how we do the landscaping, and all that. And because in Zen Buddhism, they practice meditation. The focus is on meditation. Yeah, so as a result, they're extremely mindful. So if you've been to Japanese temples, if you walk in and you just do a 360-degree turn, you will notice that anywhere you stand and every angle you look at is just perfect. And that is the level of awareness that they have achieved. You see that correlation? So it's very, very important. Okay? So next time when I come to your houses, I will know your state of mind already. Okay? Jenny, good way to observe, and I recall when the children growing years and their present time much improvement, 感恩, and it's going to be mantra. Yes. Zinko, I'm grateful to the coronavirus, else I won't have a chance to attend your meditation class and your chance to transform myself. You're most welcome. Okay, I think that's about it. So we will meet again next Saturday and Sunday, same time, okay? So start observing your house and start observing your friend's house, okay? And let me know your thoughts next Saturday so we can continue with this. And again, if you do have any more questions that you have for me, you can write it down. You can write your comments even after this live streaming. Okay, I will pick it up and I will answer your questions next weekend. All right, so have a great week, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.